everybody. Welcome you to the Medicine of Life podcast, episode number 6. And I'm here again with a dear friend and amazing astrologer, Robert Green. We get gathered here together on 3 new moon energy to share with you astro podcast and share with you more insights which is going on this coming cycle for you. So welcome you and welcome Robert.
Thanks, Miska. It's great to be here. Here we are on Flaggy Shore. We've got the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, Galway Bay.
Yes, it's amazing to be here in the open space, no rain. It's a little cloudy, isn't it? But it's like the new moon energy going in a little bit, isn't it? After all the sunny blue skies we had and the warm weather. So it's an opportunity to still a little bit and calm. So it's a very calm morning with a bit of warm wind coming in from the mountain. Yes, so how are you and how things are with the new moon astrology?
Yeah, I'm very well. And yeah, the new moon, we still have this theme with Uranus, which is going to continue. But I think this time there's going to be a lot more kind of reflection on that. We got the new moon in Virgo, so the emphasis is going to move towards health, environment, looking at the things which no longer make us healthy, kind of looking at those past patterns from childhood and in our past which are not working anymore.
Yeah. The Virgo energy is the earth energy, isn't it? Kind of bringing us more connected to Pachamama. As we are here in the mountain as well, it really feels good, but we have the water behind us, kind of making it nice and soft and flowing as well. And yes, it's all about health and environment feeling good, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it's about connecting with our real deep inner self, the purity of the self, and then how that reflects in our daily life, in our diet, in the things that we do, in the work that we do, so that it's kind of connecting deep within to that pure part of our spirit, which is represented by Virgo, and then looking out and see, is that reflected truly? And if it isn't, then there are the questions, what things can we change to become more authentic, and that will make us more healthy as well.
And it's connected to discipline as well, because Virgo love discipline and love focus and willing to make a change as well, in that awareness of feeling good, and also spirituality in fairness, and also being in service. It's a very beautiful sign, and in the new moon being in service, so it's kind of the aspect of like new beginnings, and also how can I be in a service to myself but also to the world and what is happening around us right now, how we can be adding a positiveness into the massive change we all going through right now. So, and it's all about being humble, being compassionate, being loving, being healthy, and supporting the community, supporting our family, friends, and all what we do in that kind of manner of the Virgo energy. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Virgo is very linked to work and connecting in with others. It's ruled by Mercury and Chiron, so the Virgo has a lot of energy to make connections with other people and to connect into people, and also to work out how to help others. That's a big part. But starting with the self, especially at the new moon, is about going in, looking at ourselves, what's going on for us, how can we be more healthy. Maybe there's things coming up we're noticing. Virgo is about being discerning. It's about looking at everything and deciding that which is not right for us, and maybe to discard that, and then finally looking at what's the healthy choice that we can make at this time.
Yes, tuning in with the inner heart, inner self, and the body as well. Yes, it's about tuning in this new moon, taking the opportunity to get a little quiet and calm and tune in, go deeper within. Yes.
And we still got the Uranus stuff working here, because Uranus is making a beautiful trine energy. It's a positive aspect to the new moon. It's very exact from Taurus, another earth sign. So Taurus connecting in with the earth and nature again, and the goddess energy. So that's bringing in that desire to change. So I see that it's a very inward point, but from this inward point, it's a good place to come to change, because we're going in and we're asking ourselves, what's real now? We had this period of wild Uranian energy, but I think now it's trying to ground through this new moon in Virgo, and maybe we'll come to some grounded decisions about what's the right path for us, and how we can connect in with others that's going to be healthy for us and healthy for them. Because Uranus really needs to find an earthy ground, otherwise it can be sort of chaotic mental energy.
That's it, need to be stabilized and grounding, that it can actually express itself, the gift that it has with it, isn't it? Yeah, so it's about maybe going into this new moon these few days and finding the gift within yourself as well. You know, we all have them, and we mentioned it in our other episode too. It's all about retrieving them, saying yes, tuning in, and also communicating with yourself, with your soul, with your heart, with your higher self as well. What I'm bringing forward this time of my life and this time of our lives on the planet Earth in this moment. Thank you. What else is out there in the planets? I'm so curious, actually.
Yeah. So the other things that are going on, I think before we've had stuff between Jupiter and Venus, but this time Jupiter and Venus are in a beautiful trine aspect. That's very positive. Now Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius, so that's the sign of change, bringing in new ideas, taking risks. And it makes a positive aspect of Venus in Libra. Venus is in its home sign. So really very well positive relationships, but also maybe trying new things in relationships. If it's a current relationship you're in, maybe it can be spiced up. You can have new ideas. Or it might be that if you're not in relationship, you're going to be meeting or being attracted to people that you're not normally attracted to. Yes. So maybe it's time to broaden your horizons, look in different ways, open your net to a wider audience, you know.
So it's about sparkles of love coming in again this new moon. That's really exciting. Oh, our listeners, if you're really in the position feeling this is your moment to attract love, according to planets as well, bring yourself out there. Yes, stick your antennas out there, bring your heart, open your heart, and to receive somebody special to come to you as well. Beautiful gifts of the Venus.
It certainly could be somebody that you wouldn't normally expect as well.
Exactly, could be your neighbor or somebody you meet in their cafe sitting next to you. Amazing.
Yeah, so that Jupiter-Venus energy is very good for enjoying life, enjoying social interactions. Yes. And certainly around this new moon, it would be great to connect with other people. Yes. With that going on, it's really so great. Even
social and bonding. Yes.
Yeah, and just for the enjoyment, because Venus is in Libra, it really wants to share the connection and share love and be with others. And Jupiter in Aquarius really wants to take a risk and try new things.
Yes, it's the new moon, taking a new steps forward, starting new projects as well. This is the vibration of, as you said, Aquarius and Jupiter, like, yeah, why not? You know, trusting it and go for it. And then we have the love aspect of the Venus, very feminine goddess energy, the Earth, Virgo, nurturing. So in fact, if you're planning something which is connected to maybe to health and food, and creating a kind of a project based on that, or spirituality, coaching, mentoring, I think this is a really good time to start, you know. I will be actually starting my yoga classes next week as well, so I really feel excited about that. And also working with the elixir, the cacao elixirs, you know, bringing that beautiful, healthy, magical potion to people, to the markets, and that's also an aspect of my Virgo nature, you know, being in service through the food and spirituality as well, and the alchemy and the magic. So I could really say it is a really exciting new moon
Yeah,
for
so
these qualities.
like you've really got the new moon down already, haven't you? You're ahead of the game with all the things that you're doing. But that's a great example.
That's a great example,
of they're being tuned in, and we can see how astrology then can support us if we're not fully aware of what's going on. It can show us that awareness. If we're already kind of tuned in, it can kind of give us that sense, oh, I'm on the right track here.
On the right path right now. So I'm really delighted because it's actually showing me, yes, I'm on the right path. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
So what else is out there?
I mean, the Jupiter-Venus thing is very, very positive. So that's something to have fun with, be a little bit extravagant. Usually there's abundance of energy, abundance of, if it's money, that's, you know, there should be money there should be whatever's needed to create with in that moment. There is a tricky thing, though, going on at the new moon. Chiron will be making an opposition to Mercury. And that means that there's some stress or sensitivity around our communication. So it could be where there's someone that you know, a friend or an acquaintance, where there's a stress around communicating, where you feel that maybe you need to say something, or maybe you don't realize that something needs to be said, but it does. So maybe that it'll bring up an awareness about some communication that needs to take place or has taken place around this time. And some stress. I think there with Chiron opposite Mercury, it can bring up old wounds, perhaps where we've been hurt before when we've tried to communicate, and we've not managed to communicate, or we felt bad about the communication that happened. So, but I think in this case, it's perhaps the guidance would be to try to communicate calmly, try not to put too much emotion there, try to really listen to the other person, and figure a way through. It might be that there's something tricky, but often these things can be sorted out through communication.
Yes, beautiful way. Yes. And against the new moon, so I feel it's an opportunity. So if you have some, as Robert said here, blockage or disharmony with someone and your own communication, maybe take the opportunity to heal it. It's a Chiron is a healing aspect, and it's bringing forward also forgiveness, you know, forgiving that person, forgiving yourself, trying to see the bigger picture, coming again from the serpent level, from the wounded place, up into the lightness of hummingbird seeing possibility, up into the ego, when you really go beyond and you actually even detach from your own personal story, and also being open to see their story as well, where they're coming from, why they were maybe feeling like that, and also going beyond the both stories and just surrender and saying, I think it's a time to resolve this. It's time to really come in peace with that person, with that story, with the something you are being dealing with. I think it's a beautiful opportunity on the new moon to do things like this, and taking a step by step, of course, without pushing anything, but maybe try a little step forward, you know, communicating with your partner, with your friend, with your work colleague, or anything, you know, your manager, your boss. You know, express your needs. I feel that's what it is. It's the Virgo Aquarius energy as well. And expressing your needs, expressing and also witnessing somebody else's needs as well. That's where the communication then kind of blends, and it's beautiful and flowing. Yeah, it's a really beautiful, I think, opportunity of the communication level. The new moon aspect, yes, new way to learn communication. And also, new moon is all about going more in. It's like the dark aspect of the moon. So if you are planning something big and you're preparing yourself, like also on the level of communicating something, planning the project, trying to figure out, making a decision, it's all about going in and calming yourself. So maybe listen to calm music, go for a walk, try to meditate, lie down in the dark just with the candle, and go inside and tune in with the vibration of your own heart, and you will hear the message. there will be a sign coming to you, either word or sound or image, and you might say, wow, I know what to do next. Isn't that incredible? Yes.
So Chiron is in the sign of Aries and Mercury is in the sign of Libra. So Chiron represents the wound, Aries is the self. So it could be that we could experience where we've been hurt before, and then it's a chance to see things and for them to come out. So it's kind of saying that sometimes conflicts and I think the Mercury and the Libra is and Chiron opposite it's kind of saying that there's great healing that can be found through communicating. Indeed. And that's the gift in this. But the road to get to the gift, sometimes it could make us uncomfortable, and we may feel more sensitive because it may bring up some stuff for us. But if you can tune into that stuff, like you said, and sort of get a sense of it, and your awareness is up, then you don't need to take that into the relationship with the other. You can just be owning it and sitting and feeling. You may feel uncomfortable, but it is a chance to shift something.
Progress. Yeah. I always see a progress in that type of aspects, and coming with that new energy is like, it's like getting that new self out and the old. Progressing forward. And as I said, Virgo, it's the healer, as well, and wants things to be kind of right and settled and in a good way. So it is a really potent new moon, in fact, very much. And it's all about taking it slowly, step by step, towards something. It's on the earth level, maybe not rushing too much, but staying in the present moment like the earth, and allowing to breathe through whatever you are experiencing right now, slowing down, having a slower pace as well, reflecting with this new moon. It's just a beautiful way to experience that as well. So yes, is there anything else we can share with our audience here for this new moon?
That's most of the juicy bits, I think. Of course, we could go on forever, really, but just looking at that, maybe we just have a little synopsis of what we've spoken about, so that the new moon there in Virgo, it's kind of focusing into our health. We're coming inward now.
Yes.
That Uranian energy of change is still pushing, but now maybe in quite a positive way, and it's about grounding that energy of change by going in and being practical, connecting into physical reality and the earth and what's healthy for us, being discerning, choosing how we can best serve ourselves and others. At the same time, Jupiter and Venus are making a beautiful aspect, so that's connecting in with others, being open to love, and maybe being casting our net wider, letting go of some of our old patterns around relating with others, and maybe taking more risks. Jupiter in Aquarius wants to expand and also try new things, and Venus is generally open.
Yes, beautiful Venus heart, so that's a really special gift for this new moon.
And Venus is in Libra, so if nothing else, it'd be a lovely time to connect with friends and family and social events.
Exactly.
And generally, it's a beautiful energy just to tune into, even if you're on your own.
Exactly.
You can connect with that Jupiter-Venus energy, and it's very lovely.
Soft. It's very soft.
Even when we're alone, we can be with everything, can't we?
Of course we do. We become one, and we actually experience that we're actually not alone. There is a sensation of being part of something bigger. It's really lovely, soft energy out around this new moon. I really feel that, and I'm a woman, sensitive Virgo, of course. But I do feel that nurturing goddess energy of the Virgo coming to us, and the new moon, and all the other beautiful planets dancing. So there's so much again you could dive into this next few days. Enjoy the journey, and I'm welcoming you also to a new moon ritual and ceremony on Sunday. actually on Monday. I'm sorry. It's on Monday this time. It's gonna be Monday evening, and you can check it out on my website medicineoflight.cz or Miska Chaska Medicine of Light on Instagram. You're all very welcome. No experience needed. It's all about healing, letting go, but also embracing a new gift, and a beautiful shamanic healing journey includes as well. And also you can, if you're drawing to get a deeper insight about your own personal self and your own hero's journey on this Mother Earth, Robert is a really beautiful expert in that. And where do we find you?
You can find me Orion Astrology on Facebook.
Brilliant.
There's one more thing that I forgot
great.
to say. So Pluto is making an aspect to Venus, but it's a difficult aspect there. So when Pluto's about death and rebirth and transformation, and those things that we don't have control of. And when it makes a difficult aspect to Venus, it's asking us, it's trying to bring us the awareness of where are we blocked around relating with others. What could we let go of? So this again is challenging for sure, and it may feel us uncomfortable, but it may well link in with the Chiron Mercury aspect. Where we've been wounded about in connections, about communicating with someone. Again, Venus, Pluto is often, or I find, around forgiveness, where we've been hurt in relationships.
In the past.
In the past, often there needs to be a letting go, which the process is of forgiveness. First, we forgive ourselves if we've been hard on ourselves, and then forgive the other person.
And move forward.
And then we can be free of what we might have been holding on to. But first of all, we have to be aware that we are holding something from the past.
Exactly.
And
so that's great. Pluto's gonna show us
new
again.
moon can show us that.
That's very important, actually.
And that can begin a process then with Pluto. And
wonderful.
surrender and forgiveness are key words with Pluto to work.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for actually this aspect of the chart too. It's so important actually to feel that past and be brave to bring it forward. As I mentioned also in the rituals, we will be doing that. So that's probably what it triggered to remember the Pluto aspect. Let's heal our past. And also, as you heal yourself, you are contributing to the bigger picture of helping to heal the collective and the Mother Earth and what is happening in the world as well. And also, allowing to maybe also take down the wall of resentment and anger, what is happening right now in our situation worldwide, and try to look at it more open-hearted and compassionate way. And find a way how I can contribute to make this world a little bit better, to be peaceful warrior. How can I be in service, and how can I be part of the change we all experiencing and learning on this earth as a humanity, So thank you so much, Robert, for your beautiful insights. And I always enjoy that, this beautiful flow and inspiration and wisdom you always have with us to share. It's always exciting, and I always learn something new myself, which is great.
Me too, I'm always learning.
And I really trust you all enjoy it, and if yes, leave us a comment and subscribe to Medicine of Light YouTube channel, and that we can continue even doing live videos for you, which is more and more exciting coming up. And also, I have brought the shamanic cards as a gift, as a bonus for this beautiful new moon in Virgo to share with you. So let's see what is out there for us this time. I will ask Robert to pick 3 beautiful cards. So thank you. much. So let's see which one is coming. So we have picked the first one card for all of us here. And it's the Turtle Clown, grounding, steady progress, and solidity. Look at that beautiful card, beautiful message. As we mentioned, it's all about connect to the earth, feeling the earth, coming out of the shell. You know, there's a turtle, beautiful clan of turtles, and it's about the wisdom as well. You know, the old wisdom on the earth. So tune in with the wisdom within, the wisdom of your ancestors, the wisdom of this earth, and also grounding it in it, and really believe that it's gonna be a steady process. As I said earlier, take a step by step forward where we are going towards your project, towards your vision, and don't give up on that as well. And let's also not give up on our collective world happening as well. I really love the turtles. Thank you so much to them. Thank you, Greenie, Robert, Green. And then we have a second card, and it's the long snow moon, contemplation, messages, and deliberation. Look at all that swans, the geese flying out. There are swans, beautiful swan lake, and actually we are sitting just across from us.
Swans here.
We have swans here. In fact, there's a beautiful swan lake full of swans in the barren hills, and they're beautiful dreamy messengers. They're inspirations and poets as well, weaving from the underworld, bringing the message up to the sky and opening the wings and sharing it with the world. And it's about contemplations. That's what I mentioned too, and Robert did, and to sit in calm and go more into the new moon energy, to contemplate and find out your messages, hear what you need to do next, take a next steps forward, and be deliberated, be focused, go for it. It's really beautiful, beautiful. So one message here. And the third one is this gorgeous card coming in. It's the purity. How lovely is that?
Virgo again.
Again, Virgo, but it's the path of the north, inner child, innocence, and freedom. I actually just celebrated my birthday last week, and I just felt like inner child, you know, really was so beautiful. And it's so lovely that it's coming for this new moon, this message for you all. Take it possible to purify yourself, purify your diet, cleanse your environment, your spaces as well. Just take away anything you no longer need it, no longer it's necessary to have around, and connect with your inner child as well. Go forward with that energy and experiencing freedom. So what will make you feel free? Find out this new moon what is your freedom of the new energy, and where is your inner child. Look at that beautiful horses, so beautiful. A joy, laughter, that's also part of the freedom. So thank you to all. We wish you a beautiful journey ahead. I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Bye bye.